What's up everybody, this is D. Joseph Allen, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while now, and it's something that I'm sure most of us have encountered. It's that proverbial "I'm spiritual but not religious" answer. You know, when you're talking about a religion or God with somebody and they give you the whole, well, I don't really believe in religions, you know, religions are man-made. But I do believe in God. I'm a spiritual person. I'm spiritual but not religious. And I'm here today to call bullshit on that. Now, for a lot of people, you might say, well, what's the harm? It's better than having some Christian fundamentalist or Muslim extremist. And I would agree completely. I would rather have a million spiritual but not religious people instead of one Muslim extremist or a Christian fundamentalist. But that still doesn't ignore the fact that when somebody says that they're spiritual but they're not religious, we tend to, you know, just brush it off aside like, oh well, you know, this person, you know, they're at least, you know, they don't follow all these dumb rules, and they have their belief, and we kind of just sweep it under the rug and we don't really give it a lot of importance. But really, do we ever think about what it is that people are saying when they say I'm spiritual but not religious? Basically what they're saying is, well, I believe in God, but it's my version of God. Which really, when you think about it, isn't that much different from Christians and Muslims and Jews or whatever, because even within Christians and Muslims and Jews, everybody has their own conception of God. There are as many conceptions of God as there are believers. And I think this holds true for the spiritual but not religious folk. Because what is it really that they're saying? They're saying, I believe in God, I just choose to make up whatever properties I decide God has, and I choose to believe whatever I like to choose to believe about God. So when somebody says I'm spiritual but not religious, I have to call bullshit, because you're spiritual, you believe in God, yet you have no reference to this God, you don't know what this God wants from you, you don't know why this God created you, you just believe in a God, in an all-powerful creator, and just make up what you will. So it's a free-for-all. It's basically making up your own religion. This is what I believe God is, this is what I believe God wants, this is what I have to do to please God. But wait, where do you get that from? Oh, well, that's just what I believe. Well then fine, like I said, I'm going to believe that God is a chocolate-covered cherry. That's my conception of God, and I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious, so what's the difference? And that's basically it, and it just annoys me, because what's the point of this? If anyone can just make up their own spirituality, you know, at least let's give this at least to Christians and Muslims, even though they all have their own conception, they at least have something to point to that's concrete, and they can say, well, this is what God says about himself, with the discrepancies and the differences in interpretation. But at least you have some kind of foundation, some kind of basis to say, this is the God I believe in. This is his name is Yahweh, his name is Allah. This is what he wants. This is the book that he left us. At least there's some kind of structure there, some kind of foundation. But when you say I'm spiritual but not religious, it's a free-for-all. Hey, it's a fucking carnival. You're just making this shit up. You're just believing whatever is comfortable and nice and feels good to you about your creator. Because you're not being consistent, you're not being concrete, you're not really saying anything. You're basically just throwing concepts up in the air and stating that because you believe them and that's your conception, then somehow they must be true. So stop that shit, okay? Stop saying you're spiritual but not religious. That's it for today. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to rate and comment, and I'll see you around.